Kindly like the video and subscribe our channel for daily updates.
Actually, this database design is really very important as far as your new or any real-time project. If you take any real-time project, this will be the basic structure. What we are going to see now, this will be the basic structure. And normally, you can say 99.9% of projects will have this structure. So this was the requirement that we saw. Admin announces a workshop on a topic and assign it to the trainer. Now, what are the objects in this? Admin is one object. Workshop on a topic is one object. If you want to explore it more, you can make topic as another object and workshop as another object. But now what we are thinking that we'll associate one topic to a workshop, right? A real-time project on ASP.NET MVC, workshop on that. Introduction to AngularJS, workshop on that. So this topic is related to one workshop. We do not have much description about the topic. If you want to maintain some complete description, like agenda of the workshop, like topic, description, and what are we going to cover in that, what are the prerequisites for this. So if you want all this information, then you should have separate topic as an object. But we are not maintaining all those things, right? And assign it to trainer. Student is object, finally material. Do you find any other object in this other than this? Student login. Student, one student will have how many logins? So what is the relationship? So we'll add it in student table.
But as you said that, if admin is adding, he'll update it in that way.
Same table. Request.
Post request.
Yeah. That will be a relationship table between your workshop and student. Right? One student can attend multiple workshops, and one workshop can be attended by multiple students. Yes. Request will be a transaction table between your workshop and student. Workshop and student. Request will be a transaction table. This student applied for so-and-so workshop. Student ID, workshop ID. That will go to your request table. And we have some more requirement. Read this and see if we have some other, we can identify some more objects from that. Do you find some more objects in this? Register candidate. Register candidate is a student.
You already registered once few students have some login and password.
Yes. Anybody who is registering is a student. Is it not? So it has features, that's it. It does not contain any objects. It all talks about the features. Or you can say responsibilities. See? Responsibilities. So identifying objects, what are the objects that we identified? Admin, trainer, student, workshop, material. That's it, is it not? See, there are two things. Whenever you are working out on any kind of project, one is the process, another is scope of the project. If you are working on any project, it is must for you to understand the complete process. See, for example, if I ask you to develop an application for me for fees management or attendance management, so attendance or fees management is a scope of my complete process. What is my complete process? My process of training starts from campaigning. I'll send out campaigning emails or WhatsApp messages. Then I will get inquiries. Then these inquiries will turn into student. Then they pay fees and they attend the sessions, and my sessions will run for 2 months or 2.5 months. And after every session there will be a kind of mock interview or written test. Then once the session is ended, then students will move out and they'll join some organization and they'll turn into alumni. So this is my complete process. Agree my point? If I want to develop an application for student fees, then I need to understand the complete process and then start implementing that module. Why? Because if you don't understand the complete process, tomorrow my business may increase and I may ask you to add one more module to this, that is student registration module. Then because you have not understood the complete process and you never left scope of extension of this project into next new modules, so there will be a lot of problem for you to add new module. So if you have complete process in your mind, thinking that okay, today they are asking student student attendance management, tomorrow they may ask fees management as well, and after tomorrow they may ask one more module to have the entries of inquiries as well. So keeping all these things in your mind, if you start implementing the project, then it will be easy for you to maintain this project. It comes under maintenance or enhancements or next cycle implementation of new module. Are you all getting the point? So scope of project is different, process is different. So from the process we will identify some scope that is taking lot of human work and we are trying to automate it and give an application, right? So admin, trainer, student, workshop and material. Now relationships. Admin and workshop. One admin can create multiple workshops. Can we have multiple admins? Yes, I can have multiple admins. There is no problem. Trainer and workshop. And one workshop. Many trainers. First half session will be taken by so and so trainer. Next half session will be taken by so and so trainers. Multiple trainers. Student and workshop. Many to many. One student can attend multiple workshops and one workshop can be attended by multiple students. Material and workshop, or in reverse if you say workshop and material, because all the workshops are on the right side, that's why I have written. One workshop can have many material, but one material cannot belong to multiple workshop. Material in the sense source code for this application for this workshop, we have our source code, so I want to share it. Is this clear? Then simple, right? How many tables we will have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 5 objects, 5 tables. One to many relationship. So admin ID will act as a foreign key in workshop. Many to many, you will have trainer workshop table. This many to many student workshop table. New table you will get, child table. And for this, workshop ID will act as a foreign key in. Is this clear? Admin, trainer, student. Admin ID, trainer ID, student ID, and you have all the parameters or all your fields, whatever you want. Then you have workshop. This workshop is created by so and so admin. Is this clear? Then you have material. This material belongs to so and so workshop. Then you have trainer workshop table. This workshop is handled by so and so trainer. So and so trainer is going to handle so and so workshop. Then you will have student workshop who applied for workshop. Same way. So and so student applied for so and so workshop. Is this clear? Is it meaningful? Are we missing anything? So student workshop table will have a flag, approve or reject. So when admin logs in and he sees that, okay, student approve it. And student table will have username and password for student to log in, and admin table will have username and password for admin to log in. Do we have login for trainer? No, right? We do not have as of now.
The admin could change and trainer login and view, edit, delete, I guess.
Admin can view, edit, delete trainer. It is the job of admin. Yes. Yes. For one. Okay. If that is the requirement, that is fine. So always ask, like when you are into development, whenever there is assumption. Anyway, this is the assignment that we are doing. It is okay and fine. But when you are implementing, you ask all these questions to your consultant or whoever gives you the requirement. Ask them many questions, and whether the requirements are not clear, you don't go for implementation. Ask all these things. Otherwise, you'll have a lot of rework. Fine. But there is a small twist here. If tomorrow I want one more object, say I'm saying that I want one editor. Admin's job is only to create a workshop, that's it, and approve or reject a student. And I want an editor who is going to handle all these jobs, like taking the materials from the trainer and uploading it to the respective workshops. I want one more object, that is editor. Are you getting my point? Or some other object. I want one more object, that is say salesperson, because now I'm turning my workshop as paid workshop, and it is the job of salesperson to log in and take the link of the workshop and share it somewhere and start selling this workshop. Are you getting my point? Then what should I do? I should add one more table, is it not? Then one more table. So changing the database structure is not encouraged always. Adding records is encouraged, but adding columns or adding new tables, so we should think all these things and then take the step. So now what I can do, and okay, now we thought that let us give trainer login. Let us give trainer login access. to the portal, so that as soon as trainer completed the session, he'll just log in and he'll upload his material. It will be very easy and it will be manageable. Then I need to maintain username and password for trainer. Are you getting my point? Now if I see student is also user of my application, trainer is also user of my application, admin is also user of my application. You understand this concept? Editor is also user of my application. Salesperson is also user of my application. Guest is also a user of my application. Now these things becomes roles. Admin, trainer, student, salesperson. These things becomes roles. Associate to a user. For one role admin, how many users can I have? N number of admins. And n number of trainers I can have. N number of students I can have. So role and user. Now I can bring the concept of role and user. One role can have multiple users. So what is the relationship between role and user? One to many. One role can have many users as per our requirement. But you know, if your application is more complex, then there can be many to many relationships. One role can have multiple users and one user can have multiple roles. That is also possible. But for now, we will take one role, multiple users. There can be multiple admins, there can be multiple trainers, there can be multiple students. So now my database design will be little different. I will have a role table first of all, so that tomorrow if there is an editor, I'll add one more role editor. That's it. Are you getting my point? I'm not going to add an object. I'm not going to add a table. I have a role table. In this role table, I'll have first role as admin, second role as trainer, third role as student. If I want to add one more record, editor. If I want to add one more record, salesperson. So millions of roles I can add now. There is no problem. One role can have n number of users. There can be a number of users belonging to a particular role. Now I'll have user ID, username, user email. See, trainer will have name, trainer will have email, student will have name, student will have email, trainer will have username, password, admin will have username and password, student will have, everybody will have these things, right? They are all users. They'll have everything same. Only role changes. So role we are denoting with role ID. Are you getting the point? Now this is more mature. If a student registers, information will go into user table, but role ID will be student role ID. Are you getting my point? If trainer is registering, then information will go to user table, but role ID will be same department and employee. One department will have a number of employees. Now role is department, user is employee. Assume that. Same formula. Workshop. This workshop is created by user ID, but this user ID will be of whom? Admin. So it will come from user table. That's it. But we need to take care that it should be admin. Material belongs to workshop ID. Save. Trainer workshop. So user ID will come from same user table, but this time user ID is of trainer. Workshop same. Student again same user table, but this time user ID is of student. Workshop. This is more mature database structure. So here we have introduced the concept of roles and users. I hope you might have understood this. Every application will have admin, normal user. Admin will have different rights. Normal user will have different rights.
This is a standard procedure.
This is a standard procedure. This part is standard. Rest of the things are normal. And this part, if you want to make it more robust, so you have a scenario where a user can have multiple roles, and for one role there can be multiple users. So user and role, many to many relationship. Then you'll have one more table, user role table. User ID, role ID, user, like student course, same formula. Are you all getting? So this is the standard process. Normally we will find user and role in 100 application, 100% all the applications. All the applications. You'll have ASP.NET user, ASP.NET role, user role table. Is this clear? Shall we proceed? Those who are online, you can type in comment box. Okay, we saw all these things, transact SQL. We'll come towards our query writing. We saw delete, update, data generation. You are working on this. And we did mathematical and cases, right? We need to get started from our order by where clauses. Select star from employee. Now you see all the employees are arranged in ascending order as per employee ID. Called as sorting. Called as sorting. They are arranged as per employee ID in ascending order. If I want to arrange them as per employee ID in descending order, or if I want to arrange them as per employee name, then I can simply say order by EMP name, that's it. A to Z, right? If I want to arrange them as per employee name but in descending order, so what should I do? DESC. If I do not say anything, it will be ascending. If I want to say ascending, ASC. If I write ASC or not, it will be in ascending order. Now it will be in descending order. Are you all getting? Simple, right? Select star from employee, order by DID. DID, ASC, ascending. Null 100, 101, 102, 103. Are you getting? Now, in this null, or you can say in this 100, you have these records. For this null, you have these records. Is it not? No. First, I have arranged them as per department ID in ascending order. Now, in each group, I want to arrange them as per their salary in ascending order. First, I want to sort them as per department ID. Then I want to sort them in each department as per their salary. Are you getting my point? What I can do, I can go for multiple sort columns. Order by DID ascending, comma, salary DESC. Salary descending. Let us see what it says. Now you see this. Department ID. In this I have arranged all the records as per salary in descending order. Right? or as per gender, male, female we are getting. So I don't want that way. Now you see, first I got all males, then female. Are you getting? I have arranged them as per department. Then in each department as per gender and male. Same way you see here in 100. I got all males first, then females. Now in males, I want to arrange them as per salaries. Are you getting my point? Sort, subsort, super subsort you can say. Then what I can do, I can simply copy this, paste it here, comma, salary, descending. Now more specific, you see in this gender, in each gender you see arranged as per salary descending. In females, arranged as per, are you getting things? So that's it. This is order by clause. Now I will say select star from employee order by date of birth. Can I arrange them as per the date of birth? Ascending. By default it will be ascending. Let us see what will happen. To 1980 February 26. So this is the least date. So order by can also be applied on date time, which is very helpful. Are you getting? Now I have a fine. Now select star from employee. So I'll get how many records? How many records? 100 records. Right? I'm getting 100 rows. I want only first 10 rows. Top 10 rows. So what I will do? This query I'll move it to select top 10 of star. I'm getting top 10 records. I want last 10 records. Down 10. Last 10 records if I want. So I'll just from employee order by employee ID descending. First of all, I will arrange them in reverse order. Then I'll take top. Is it not? Are you getting the things? I want the record of an employee with highest salary. I want the record of an employee with highest salary. Very good. Top 1 star from employee order by salary. Is it clear? Is it same thing? So I'm getting the employee with the least salary. Salary descending. Now I got the employee with the highest salary. 9971, sorry.
There is one more way.
Yes. Now let me see what are the top salaries. 9971 is the highest salary. So we are getting the perfect result, right? We are getting this record. Fine. I'll go to employee. Edit top 200 rows. Now I'll change salary. $10,000. Let me see, will this query work for me? Now I should get the record of 10,000. Got? Now what do you think, what will be the result? Hmm? But is this the only employee with the highest salary? We have many employees with highest salary. Is it not? We have many employees with highest salary. Select top one with ties. Now I'll get all the employees with highest salary. How many records do we have? Let us go for select star from employee. 100 records we have. Now I will remove. I have removed 10 records. Now how many records do we have? 90 records. Now I will say select top 1% from employee. We are getting the first record, that's it. Okay, we'll see this percent later on. You tell me one thing, have you understood which ties? Now, can you tell me how do I get the senior most employee of my organization? Tell me the query.
Sir, order by date of joining, descending.
Order by date of joining, descending.
Descending.
We'll get senior most employee.
Select top one.
Select top one.
With ties.
Select top one with ties. Star from employee. order by date of joining, descending, right? Is this the employee with who is senior most? See, if I say date of joining descending, descending means I'll get the latest date. Latest date means junior most employee. This employee has joined in 2014. Now I'll remove descending and you see this. This is the employee who joined in 2000. Now who is senior? Who joined in 14 or 2000? So with date time you must be very much careful when you talk about ascending or descending. Senior or junior. Are you getting my point? If I want the senior, if I want the eldest employee, if I want the eldest employee,
Date of birth.
ascending, descending, that is what you should tell me. Ascending. If I want eldest employee, then date of birth. He is the eldest employee who born in 1980. If you remove this top one with ties, and you can see who born in April, then you have March, April, then you have May. Is this clear? Have you understood order by and top with ties combination? Yes or no?
How should be always with time?
Not necessarily, but if you have, there are chances where there can be multiple top.
I can choose.
No, without top I cannot use tie. Top should be with ties should be used along with top. Is this clear? Do anybody have any doubt? I gave you one assignment in last session. Student average and grade, right? Now, I want you to write a query to select the topper in the class. Who is the topper? That means the person who got the highest average marks from previous assignment. Extend it to this.
What's the average mark?
Everything same. You got the result, right? I want the topper. Same thing I want to display everything, but now I want the topper record. Is it clear? Now coming towards the next clause, that is your where clause. It is very interesting. You have all these things in your where clause. Direct star from employee where employee ID equals to 10. So I'll get a single record. Do we have? Okay, we do not have 10. We have 10, 10. Fine. There is nothing complexity in this. Simple query. I want an employee whose ID is 10. I want an employee whose ID is greater than 10, greater than 10, right? Or employee whose ID is less than 10. I want employee whose ID is not 10. This is not equal to. You'll get everything except 10 record. Either you can use this or I think the latest it is supporting this as well, not equal to. Let me try this. Except 10. So either use this or this. I want employee. I want two employees. 10 and 1020. I want the record of two employees. 10 and 1020. So I'll say where employee ID is. Employee ID is equals to 10 and employee ID equals to 1020. Fine. Everyone. Those who are online. Audio connection lost. Now let us see. So I should get how many records? 0 records. Why? You are trying to look for an employee whose ID is 1010 as well as 1020. Is it possible to have an employee two IDs? So I'll say I want employee whose ID is 1010 or 1020. Is it clear? Comma instead of or. You will get error. Here you mean here you want to say, okay, let us see that. It is a syntax error. Now I want all the records except 1010 and 1020. Employee ID is not equals to 1010 and employee ID is not equals to, so I'll get all the records except 1010 and 1020. So you have 1010 and you have 1020 and you have everything. When you are applying negation, you apply negation everywhere, not equals to and. If you say in OR, what it will do, it is not equals to 1010, then it will take 1020, and in this case not equals to 1020, it will take 1010 and it will take everything. That's why I ask people whether how was your mathematics. Now you get every record except 1010 and 1020. Is it clear? Now I want all the employees whose records are 1010, 1020, 1030, 1040. Select star from employee where employee ID is 1010, 1020, 1030, 1040. So I need to write 4 conditions, is it not? Or. Are you getting? Yes or no? But instead of that, what I can say, where employee ID in 1010, 1020, 1030, 1040, or whatever you want, you write now. You'll get all those records. Now this is simpler. Alternate to this. Are you getting? Anybody any doubt? I'll write it here because it is alternate to this. Then what will be the alternate to this? Not in. This will be very simple now. I want all the records except these four. No 1010, no 1020, no 1030, no 1040. These are basic queries. Are you all getting? Now I want all the records from 1010 to 1020. From 1010 to 1020. So what I will say, where employee ID is greater than or equals to 1010 and employee ID is less than or equals to 1020. So range from 1010 to 1020. I want all the records from 1010 to 1020. Is it clear? Now I want all the records except this. I want to exclude this range. Employee ID is less than 1010 and employee ID is greater than 1020. Now let me execute. Are you getting these things? Simple ranges. What? Or I told you, no, you need to apply negation everywhere. If I use AND, it will look for employee IDs less than 1010 and greater than 1020. How is that possible? A number which is less than 1010 and greater than 1020. Is there any number? So here I should apply OR. Less than 1010. Greater than 1020. Are you getting? For this range, I can also use select star from employee where employee ID between 1010 and 1020. Now this is more meaningful, right? Ten to 1020. Is it clear? What will be the negation of this? This is between clause and another is not between. Is it like a rocket science, very complex things? Yes. Huh? क्या समझ में आ रहा है? Now select star from employee where DID equals to 100. It means what? I want all the employees of that particular department. I want all the employees of that particular, all the employees of department 100. fine. Meaningful. You select a department from the drop down list, it will show all the employees of that particular department. This is what it is doing behind the scene. I want all the employees who do not have any department. Department ID equals to null. Null cannot be equal to null. Remember, null means we do not know what is there. So for null we have a special operator, or you can say is null, where department ID, you get all the records of employees whose department ID is. If I want all the employees whose department ID is not null, I told you is not null, is any doubt in this? Anybody? Simple things. We have covered all these things. In, not in, between, not between, is null, is not null. I want to know all the employees who joined in the year 2000.
Date of join between first Jan 2000 and
In the year 2000. Year 2000 means between
2000 between 2000 2000 and 2001.
who joined in 2000. So between first day of 2000 to last day of 2000. So this is your assignment. But I think today we are going to cover even that. No worries. Now select star from employee where emp name like a%, single quotation, a%, wildcard search, we say all the names starting with A. I want all the employees whose name starts with A. Got? All the employees whose name starts with like a%. All the employees whose name ends with A, like %A, one employee. If I write caps A, let us see whether it is case sensitive or not. Not case sensitive. Are you getting? If I want all the employees whose name should contain IL, %IL, IL%. There are 6 records or 6 employees whose name contain IL. See, you have IL here, IL here, IL here, IL here, IL here, IL here. Yeah, it will include. No, at the end you want you take this. This is it contains wherever. If exactly at end you want, then you can use this. I want all the employees. I do not remember the syntax, but let us see if it works. Whose name starts with A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. That's it, right? If you want to make it more in more proper way, you can say order by EMP name. A, B, C, D, E, F. Is it clear? If I use this, except A, B, C, D, E, F. This is like negation. You see, except A, B, C, D, E, F. Now G, H, I, J, K, Z. Is it clear? Anybody any doubt? Now this is very interesting. Select star from employee where EMP name equals to or EMP name Rian Molina. You'll get this record. Got it? But if I do a spelling mistake, will I get this record? But if you read it, same Rian Molina, right? So what I can do, I'll say you search as per pronunciation, don't search as per the letter. You see the sound of this Soundex of employee name should be same as Soundex of this. You compare pronunciations now. Now, is it interesting? It is searching as per sound. This is your Soundex function. If you want to give a try to something else, you do not believe with this example. We'll check with this. Still, really. Are we getting? Fine. So this is your Soundex function. We'll take a break, then we'll continue further. Okay, then moving further. Actually, there is a topic called as functions. Functions are of two types. One is predefined, another is user defined. Predefined means which are already there in your database. User defined means I can also write a function. Now, what is a function? Function will perform a specific task. Again, functions, whether it is a user defined or predefined, whatever it may be, it can be categorized into scalar and multi-valued or table valued functions. So let us not dig much into that. Let us try to understand what is scalar function. A function which returns a single value is a scalar function. A function which returns a single value is a scalar function. Scalar functions. A scalar valued function is a function that takes one or more values but returns a single value. Input, it may take one or more values, but it will return single value. It is like method or functions in C, you might have learned. Return type is only one. We have various scalar functions, string functions which are related to string. So majorly used length, lower, LTrim, substring, string split. String split. Len means it will give length. Lower, it will change it to lowercase or up. You may also have C. There are many scenarios where we may need length. We may need to find the length of the string. There are many scenarios where we need lower. Say for example, username is not case sensitive. Username is not case sensitive. You write username in any case, it will try to convert it into lower case or uppercase, whatever it may be, and it will store it into the database. And when you now log in, it will take your username and it will convert it into lowercase or uppercase, whatever they have stored in the database. Then it will compare with that. So that is standard. We normally call it as normalized names. Username will be stored in normalized forms. Means in whatever form you write your username, we will store it in the database with all in caps. So in that scenario, you need this lower, upper, or whatever it may be. LTrim is also important. Like when you write your username, if you leave a space and you start writing, now you compare this with what you have in your database. In your database, you do not have a space, but what you have written in text box, it contains a space initially. Because of bad design, there might be some text boxes that will leave 2 or 3 spaces, and then you will have your cursor and you start writing, then it will take 2 or 3 spaces on the left especially. So I want to remove all the spaces that are on the left of the string. So I can use LTrim. Substring, from a string I want to extract some string. So you can use substring, a part of a string I want to extract. String split. You have a string, say for example, because of some bad design or whatever it may be, there is a column called as skills. It has all the skills, C#, ASP.NET, ADO.NET, so with commas. But I want all of them in separate, as separate values. So I can split this string based upon comma. So I can use that. Cast, typecast, convert, is null. So instead of discussing each and everything, let us go with implementation. At the time of implementation, we will discuss. See, even if the current trend is code first approach, but still in interviews they'll ask you to write queries. As a developer, if you go for an interview, they may ask few questions like what is the difference between theoretical. Basically they'll ask you. I'll tell you 5 questions, and if they are asking 10 questions, you'll definitely have 2 or 3 or all these 5 questions from that theoretical question. What is primary key? What is the difference between primary key and unique key? We have separate interview questions book. I will share that. What is primary key? What is the difference between primary key and foreign unique key? What is foreign key? And what if I make a column as unique key? These are theoretical questions. What is the difference between delete and truncate? What is scope identity? We have not learned yet. We will see. What is the difference between stored procedure and function? What is the difference between your views and stored procedures? What is transaction? What is trigger? So these are all theoretical questions. They have nothing to ask other than these. And once they go for practical, they'll give you a scenario. Now you write a query to do this. Write a query to do this. This is how they judge whether you are a good SQL developer or not. One of the interview questions that I faced, by this end you will get that also. If I have date of birth in my table, how do I get the age of the employee? So this was one of the questions. So this kind of question they may ask, or they'll ask you to write a query. Now select EMP name from employee. I get employee names. Now length function, I can execute function standalone also using select clause. Select length of string length of this Jack. 4 characters we have. Now in the same way, employee name, length of EMP name. Now what will happen, you tell me? You get name and number of characters. It has 10 characters, 14 characters. If I want to find the longest name, now you see this, all what we have learned, it is getting mixed. I want the employee who has the longest name. I'll say as length, or LENG I'll use. And here I'll say order by LENG, descending. Are you all getting? 17. Now I'll copy this. Top 1 with ties. So I have millions of records with me. Now I want to create a manual form. Say example I'm taking, and I want to decide how many boxes should I have in my form. So from this millions of records, let us see what is the longest name we got till now. Our application we are running for past 10 years. So we have millions of customers for 10 years. So we saw that the longest name was of 30 characters till now. So I'll say, okay, let us put it 35 boxes, that is enough in our manual form. Are you getting things? These are some scenarios. So length, lower, upper, and all these things you can simply apply. There is no big deal in this. Copy this, paste it here, lower, leave it as is. Employee name in lowercase. It should not take much time for us to understand all these things. Upper. All the names in uppercase. LTrim. Now I'll explain you LTrim. Now I want to get employees where I want to get an employee where select star from employee where emp name equals to Beck Kirby. We are getting the record. Say this is username, assume that. And what user did in the text box, he has entered the name with a space. Now what we are trying to do, we are trying to take this string and we are trying to compare. Do we have this user in our database or not? Now I am comparing. Now I'll say I'm writing in my correct username, but still it is not showing. Because of bad UI design, there is a space by default. To bring the beauty in the text box, they have given some spaces. But now what should I do? LTrim. Are you getting? This is the real-time implementation I am showing, the importance of LTrim. Now if you want to understand LTrim standalone, select. I'll simply say select 4 spaces Manzoor. It is displaying Manzoor with spaces. Now if I say LTrim Manzoor, what if I have a space at the end, not at the beginning? Now let us see if it works. Is working? Fine. By the end, it is not worrying much about the spaces at the end. But even then, if you want, you can use RTrim, or if you want, you can use trim. It will remove spaces from both the sides. Trim should work. Better we'll use, mostly we use LTrim, not RTrim or trim. Have you understood LTrim importance? Substring, anyway, we do not use substring a lot, but I'll just show you. Select star from employee, or you can say emp name from employee. Right, or I'll say, okay, I got one example of real-time employee employee id emploi. How many of you get your bank statement email? Bank statement. It will be in PDF format, right? And it will say that the password is first 4 characters of your name and then first 4 or last 4 characters of your account number. Is it not? So we can do that. Say password is first, you have employee name. What else do we have? Any other string that we have? Email we have, right? So email. Now we will implement that same real-time scenario or real-time example. We want first 4 characters of employee name and last 4 characters of your email, right? First 4 characters of employee name means I'll say substring start from 1, take 4 characters from emp name. Let us see this whether it is working fine or not. First of all, cannot convert type, might be syntax is different. First you have expression, then you have this. First you have column name. From this column, start from 1, take 4 characters. You got 4 characters, right? Now from email I want last 4 characters. How do I get? Last 4 characters I want. Who can tell me?
It's the length of the email.
Very good. Tell me this complete syntax. Last 4 characters we will take. How to take last 4 characters? I'll say substring of email. Exactly.
Let email.
Starting from where?
Let email minus or 4.
Very good. Length of email minus 4, comma 4. Is it meaningful? Let us see. Got last 4 characters. Now if I want to combine these two, plus as password. Got it? And if you want, make it as lower, or better make it as upper. Now this is more meaningful. This is your password. Got it? Sorry? We want 4 characters, so it should start from from last it should start from 4th location. Is it not? Little mathematics. So string split we hardly use, but I'll show you one example for split string. Say we have select, there is one column, assume that there is one column, A, B, C, D. This is one column, we are getting in one column. Now I want A, B, C, D as different rows. So what should I do? I'll say select value from split, string split. And it should be separated by comma. So normally we write string split on a particular column, that's it. Or you get column as a value, you pass it and you split it and you get multiple values. You can just select value as, you can give some name as skills. So split string split is used with select. So we have some string with some commas and you want to make it separately. So like you have complete address, door number, city, comma, you have all those things, and then you can use this. This is string split. Is this clear? Value is the keyword. that it is getting it from string split. Now coming towards cast convert is null. Convert we will see with when we learn date time. Now tell me, select 1 plus 1, what is the output? 2. अच्छा सोचो, very tough question. क्या है? वन प्लस वन कितना होगा? फिर तो सोचने क्या है?
1 plus 1, 2.
Oh, very good. I'm sure you will get the job now. Now tell me what will be the result. Riyaz, tell me.
2, sir.
2. He already completed SQL Server course.
Yes.
It is 2. I'm quite sure now he will not be able to tell. Now you tell me what is the result. Riyaz,
Sir, maybe 1 plus 1.
maybe result I want.
Yeah. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is string.
It will display 1 plus 1 as is. Very good.
As is, yes.
It is 2. एक बच्चे को पूछे 2 apples plus 2 apples कितने होते हैं? He said that our teacher taught us about mangoes, not about apples. So it is 2. Because in my first video tutorial, I taught about 1 plus string, not string plus 1. Now you tell me what will be the result. Come on, engineers.
1, 1, 1, 11.
Very good. Now here I want to explain you something. Here 1 and 1, both of them are integers. So result is integer. Here this is operand, this is operand, and we call it as operator. Operands and operator. If one of the operand is integer and another operand is a string, then the result will be integer. It will convert that string to integer and result will be integer. If both the operands are string, then it will treat it as a string and it will perform string concatenation. Here it is performing string concatenation. One is a string, another one is a string. So it is showing us this result. Is this clear? Now select 1 plus 1a. Tell me the result. Now 1a.
ऐसा लग रहा है
11A maybe. 11A.
Maybe nakko mein. Don't say maybe. Say exactly. 2a. error. Why? Because I told you, right? It will convert it into integer and it will try to add it. Now it is trying to convert 1a into integer. How is that possible? You cannot convert 1a into integer, right? If you try to convert 1, you can convert 1 into integer, but a, it is meaningless. So there is an error. But I want result as 11a. So what I can do, okay, I want it to be a string, but this is integer, right? I want to convert this to a string. So I'll say cast 1 as varchar of 1. Now this is integer, it is getting converted into string. Now our result will be, are you getting? Can we perform mathematical plus operation? Mathematical plus, not at all possible. 1 plus 1, what is a? In mathematical operations, you need integers or floats, not characters, right? Strings.
Previous example,
Mm-hmm.
select. Is my last one plus 1 there? So it converts 11 again to 8 and then
It will make it integer finally. So have you understood the importance of cast? Cast is used to convert from one type to another type based upon our requirement. Converting from one type to another type based upon our requirement. Now what I want, say for example, select emp id, emp name. It is not emp id, it is employee id. Copy this. Now what I want employee ID plus first 4 characters of employee name. I want employee ID plus first 4 characters of employee name. And I want to make it as employee code. I want to make it as employee code. You got the requirement? Employee code. How do I do that? I'll remove employee email now. Employee code I want to make. I want to make employee code. It is empty now as of now because I haven't written anything.
first ID and then name.
Employee code. See, for example, I want employee code as 1001 BECK Beck. I want that as employee code. So how do I do that? Tell me.
Employee ID.
Normally, what we will think this way, right? Employee ID plus substring of employee name, comma 1, comma 4. Is it not? As our employee code. But let us see what it says. You cannot convert this integer into string because you want to perform string concatenation. Both the operands should be string. So in this scenario, what I will do, I'll say cast this ID as varchar 10, 20, whatever it may be, the varchar 4 or whatever. You got the employee code now? And here I'll say upper. Got the real-time implementation of your casting? Have you understood? So these are the scenarios where you may need typecasting. We also call it as typecasting. It does not mean that we are changing the data type of employee ID. It will be integer, but here we are changing it to string wherever we require it. So I think, see, we have seen example of casting integer to string. Can we cast string to integer? Yes, we can cast string to integer, but it should contain only integer kind of string. So for example, select 345 plus 678. Now tell me what will be the result. 345,678. Result will be 345,678. If I want to perform mathematical operations on this, then I'll say cast this as int. Cast this as int. I have shown both the scenarios. It will convert it into integer, then it will perform addition operation. Is it meaningful? Are you all getting? Anybody any doubt? Yes. Yes. Oracle. It may depend on their server features. Basically, this is a standard process. They should have same features. Anybody any doubt from this? No doubt, right? Some mathematical functions also we will see. Ceiling. Select. Where is ceiling? Is it on top or bottom? Top. So it will take the value to top to remember the things. Ceiling 3.5. So 3.4. What will be the result? Take the value to top. Ceiling 7.2. What will be the value? 8. Now, what do you think about floor? It will take the value to down. Floor. So it will take 7. Same way I'll copy this. Floor. Simple things. Floor of minus 3.4. What will be the value? Riyaz. Minus 3.4. Floor of minus 3.4. What is the value? What will be the result? Minus? Very good. Minus 4. Have you understood? Floor means it will take it to the lowest value. If you say ceiling, sorry, upper. See, upper is for string. This is for integers or decimal values. I hope this is simple thing. Round is important. Select 10 by 3. What will be the result? Okay, wait. Let me not give tough questions. Let me give simple questions. 10 by 2. What will be the result? Very good. 5 by 2. 2 point. Yes. 2. Very good. This is also integer. This is also integer. Result will be integer, right? If I want 2 point, but if there are two partners and we got the business of 5 lakh and we developed an application that 50% they should take. So 5 by 2 if we do, they'll take 2 lakhs. Then where will this 1 lakh go? To the developer's account. So I need typecast this. Here is also important, typecasting. 0.0. Got the importance of typecasting? So I can do any one of this as cast 2 as, I hope you got the importance of typecasting. Is this clear? Everyone? Very good. Why did I say this? Okay, I was explaining this topic, right? Select 10 by 3.0. 3.333333. We should round off, right? In your business, we should round off. Normally, we round off. We will not take, if the bill is this, then if we have given some 10% discount, like I need to round this. So I'll say round. Precision. To 2 locations. Are you getting? 3.33 and I'm rounding it to the 2 locations. So it will take 3.33. Try to understand this round method. Select round 2.575742. This was the complete result, but I want to round it to 2 locations, 2 precisions. What will be the result? 2.5 2.2256. This is the value. I want to round it to 2 precisions. 2.25. Okay. 2.56. 2.56. In our, I think in 6th class or 7th class we learned something. If you want to round this, if it is less than 5, it will take that value to second precision, right? First, second. This is the second precision. It will, if it is greater than 5, then it will make it 7. If it is less than 5, we will leave it as is. Five or greater than 5. 2 precision. Are you getting? Right. 3. So 2, 7. Yeah, 2 precision. So 7 it is. After this, this is the location that we have. Now, if I make it 4, got it? Everyone. So 2 precision. So after 2, this it is looking for this third character, or you can say after point you have third number. If it is 5, right? If it is 6, are you getting my point? If I say 3, now tell me. 2.536. Now tell me. 2 point. Understood? Round method. Very good. Random. Select random. It will give a value between 0 and 1 randomly, a value between 0 and 1. There is also a seed. Let me give seed as 100. Will stick to that value. So anyway, so now you see every time you will get a new value, random value. Now if I want a value, a random value which is less than 100, like less than 100, so what I can do, into 100, 68, 29, 20, 82. Are you getting? Then I'll use ceiling or floor, whatever it may be. You get a standalone value. 39, 61. Are you all getting the things? Fine. If I want a value from 1 to 10, is this clear? So this is your random function. You can use as you like. Select star from employee order by new ID. Now I'll say select top 10. New ID is a function. I think we will cover that. Do we have? We discussed about unique identifier type. It will generate a value uniquely. So I'll say select new ID. This is unique identifier. It will be unique for this database. It is such a long string. It is unique for this database. Every time it will generate a new value. Now what I want from my employees, if I say this, I'll get top 10 employees every time you see this, right? But every time I want randomly 10 employees, randomly 10 employees. Say for example, I have a database with 1000 questions and people are taking online exam. Now for every student I want to take some random 10 questions and give them, so that their question papers should not match. Everybody will get from 10 different questions. Few questions may be similar or same, but everybody will have different question paper. So what I can do, I can select randomly. So I can use order by new ID. So it means what, I am generating a new ID column which is generated randomly every time. So it will arrange as per that column and you will get randomly 10 questions. I don't know whether you understood this or not. So every time I'll get randomly 10 new employees or 10 employees randomly. Is it not? Order by new ID.
So each and every time it will generate a new random ID for each record.
Each record, and it will take, In other words, it is like adding one more column, new ID. Now hope you understood. Now we are sorting it by this. I'll name it as RD, random. Now this should make more sense. Every time we are getting. Now is it meaningful? So randomly selecting 10 questions or 10 employees. So is this clear? Do anybody have any doubt? Sorry. Yeah, good question. Where are all these functions? Where? Yeah, I'm practical person. I want the location built in where? In the framework of this. Very good. I don't know is also the best answer. In programmability, you have functions. In every database, you will get this folder by default. Programmability. You have folder functions. If I explore this, you have table valued, scalar, aggregate, system functions. I'll explore system functions. And here you have all the functions. If you want to explore all the functions, you go one after the other, Google it. Now we will see this. String functions. Length, lower, LTrim, Soundex. We have seen. There is also reverse. It will reverse the complete string. Substring, upper, trim. Is this clear? String functions we have, and we have seen aggregate functions we have not seen yet. In mathematical functions, random, round, we have seen just now. Floor, ceiling. Is it fine? What is the next topic that we have? We have aggregate functions that we are going to learn tomorrow. Max, minimum, sum, count. Then we will also learn very important datetime functions. Where do we have datetime functions? These are the functions. So all the functions are here. Configuration functions. Normally we do not use them. Metadata functions. Text and image functions. System statical functions. So if you want to security functions, if you want to get everything user, I'll show you one security function. Select user. It is a function, so you should have open bracket, close bracket. DBO, database owner. If I say username, is also DBO. And if I take user ID, one, this is the first user. I want to see S username. Logged in with this username. So these are some security functions that you can track. But So tomorrow we will see aggregate functions and datetime functions. I have listed out from my past 10 plus years of experience. These are the mostly used functions in your real-time project. So I have listed out all of them instead of wasting time learning all these things. Once you have some requirement, you can Google and you can get something, whatever you want. But this is important in our one of our applications that I have developed for my first company, that is for training automation. We developed an application for online exam. So we implemented this logic, taking 40 questions randomly. So we implemented this for them. So that's it for today. Your assignment is you need to design that database, that is your workshop management, and insert some 10-20 records in each and every table, the meaningful records, and practice all these things. And here I think I have given one assignment, that is for this student should display the topper in the class. Is this clear? Do anybody have any doubt? So that's it for today then. Thank you very much. I will share this query right now. This is day 4. What are the things that we learned? IT workshop, DB design. Then we learned Orderby. Then scalar functions, right? In scalar functions, we learned a lot of things. Okay then. Thank you very much.